What's up everybody, I am Jasprit Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. Becoming a doctor is hard, but you will be able to support yourself and your family and your community, no problem. That's what I was always told and that's what I always believed. And then I started to learn more about money and understand how money worked, and I realized, whoa, that's not always true. So let me tell you a little story. So this guy, let's call him George, is a young doctor and he's making a lot of money from his job, and he reached out to me because he related to my story of my parents wanting me to become a doctor since I was a little kid. George's parents are immigrants as well, and they told him the same thing, and he listened and he enjoys his work, but he was having some financial problems, and so I asked if I could share his story with you. George works really long hours and he has a lot of really nice things, but he has almost no savings and he has no investments at all, and he's starting to get worried because he sees no end or relief in sight. Essentially, he's kind of like a high income earner living paycheck to paycheck. George and his wife make about $300,000 a year, and they have about $100,000 in student loans. And as soon as George started working, they bought a big house for their family, and they have a new Benz, Porsche, and Range Rover. And George and his wife spend a lot of money on traveling and entertainment, and at the end of every month, the only thing that they have left over are their bills. According to the bank, there's no problem here because they make all their payments on time and they keep getting approved for new loans, but they're starting to think that there might be a problem because they can't plan for the future or put money away for investing or their kids because all of their money keeps going out. So naturally, I asked George, why do you think you're spending so much money? And George was pretty straight up with me. He said that he has a lot of very successful doctor friends and he doesn't want to look like a loser around them. Where George works, it's the doctor thing to do, to have all the nice things and show them off. And so they ended up buying a house that was a little bit bigger and a little bit more expensive than what they would have liked. And George's wife is spending a lot of money on designer clothes every single month because everybody else is doing it. And now George has been working for a handful of years and he's starting to get burned out because he's still struggling financially. So now George's question to me was, what do I do? Should I work extra hours to pay off my debt or to start investing first? My answer, neither. You got to fix the root of the problem first. I forget where I heard this from, but making more money won't fix stupid. You gotta fix the stupid first. Here's what happens to most people in a situation like this. You think, okay, here's my income and here are my expenses. Right now they're even. So if I increase my income, I'll have more money to invest and to pay off my loans. Pretty logical, right? But what ends up happening is, okay, your income and your expenses are even right here, and then boom, your income goes up because you got a raise or you're working overtime or you got a promotion, and then somehow, magically, your expenses, boom, go up too. I wonder how that happened. It's weird, but when a lot of people get a pay raise or a promotion, they end up in a bigger hole or in more debt than they were before because we don't know how to live below our means. Having more money will not fix stupid unless you fix the stupid first. Stop spending so much money on things that you don't need. You don't have to look like everybody else, and you don't have to spend to impress, or as we say, you don't have to be the majority. OMG, I just heard that James got this new Gucci wallet. Yeah, you know what that means, right? Yep, I sure do. It means you're gonna keep your beat up old wallet until you can afford a nicer wallet. The simplest way to remember this is our rule of 5. If you can't buy 5 of them, you can't afford 1 of them. Once you realize that you don't have to buy everything to impress your friends and your neighbors, then you can start getting rid of the unnecessary expenses. This way you can start building your wealth. Buy Benz, buy Gucci wallet, buy Rolex. Listen to me, there is absolutely nothing wrong with buying nice things or owning nice things if you can afford them. And until then, you gotta start pretending like you're broke. Pretend like you make 25% less than what you do right now and adjust your expenses accordingly. Then I want you to take that extra money and put it aside for saving and investing only, depending on where you are right now. Nothing else. You don't get to spend that money. If you don't know how to live below your means and you don't know how to control your spending habits, it does not matter how much money you make, you will never be able to build your wealth. So here's what I want you to take away from this. For one, there's a difference between being able to buy something and being able to afford something. And two, if you want to build your wealth, you have to learn how to live below your means and control your spending. This way, you don't end up like the majority of people. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed our video, hit that thumbs up button and share it with one friend so we can help spread the word. Don't miss our new videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every Wednesday and Friday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you actually find out when the new videos are released. And as always, keep hustling.